Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, SRC came out with the revised salary and remuneration that was seemingly seen as they're planning to increase the salary of the president, his deputy, and some senior officials in the government. And because it was unpopular, William Ruto came out and rejected it. It was like, why should they increase my salary? They should not. And the senior officials should not. But other civil servants should get it. Then Gachagua picked up that fight. And this is what Gachagua said. If there is a cabinet secretary who is not pleased with President William Ruto's directive, you have a choice to write a resignation letter and let us find someone else who will accept that salary. That alone tells you that Gachagua is saying that Ruto gave a directive to SRC. So the question came in, is SRC an independent constitutional office or not? Is it an extension of State House, or is it an independent office? That was the first question, because you can't give a directive to an independent constitutional office when you are working independently. You can't. You can just take an advice. So that alone raised questions. And that brings in the tweet from Senior Counsel AhmedNassir, whereby in his response you would see a man who's trying to rebuke regarding Gachagua and come clean on William Ruto and Gachagua's position on SRC. Then he dropped another bombshell at the end of his tweet. I want us to go through it, and this is what AhmedNassir is saying in response to this. SRC is an independent constitutional commission that fixes salaries and benefits for all government of Kenya employees, including the president, his deputy, cabinet, and the judiciary. It does not require their concurrence when it adds or reduces their salary. For instance, if the president and his deputy are philanthropists, and this is where the bombshell is, why I'm bringing this one. Let me repeat, if the president and his deputy are philanthropists enough, in the word of Speaker Kenneth Marende, they can give their increment to charity, but they have no power to countermand. So they have no power to countermand the commission. I want a power. He is reminding them that you don't have power to issue your directives. And number two, the issue of philanthropy. Before we continue with our discussion, just a quick request. For those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers and anyone who comment, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. So there are two things that Senior Counsel AhmedNassir is bringing out in the reaction to what Ruto is saying, then what Gachagua is trying to kind of warn the ministers in William Ruto's government. Number one, you don't have any power to give your directive to an independent office. He is reminding Gachagua that SRC is a commission that is independent constitutionally. You must keep off. You can't give a directive. So stop pretending. Stop being popular. Let the reality be seen. What you can only say is that you are not comfortable with an increase of that salary, even if they're independent. And this confirms that Senior Counsel is telling Gachagua and Ruto that we are seeing you. You people, you are in other words confirming to Kenyan that SRC is not independent. You are giving them directives. So that confirms that there was a possibility to ask them to increase salary. That's why it's also now giving another directive after reading the mind of Kenyans. So in the opposite way, Senior Counsel is saying that SRC is not independent. They are getting orders and directives from Ruto. And that has been confirmed by Rigathi Gachagua. That's one point. Now, to hammer William Ruto and Gachagua directly, properly, on the head, Senior Counsel is raising the issue of philanthropies. Ruto and Gachagua should stop pretending. If they believe that we have so many Kenyans who are suffering, they need help. Let them take their salary or that increment to the need. They would have just kept quiet. Let SRC, if indeed SRC is working independently, let them do their work, because it's an independent office. After they finish, you come out and say, from today, I have decided that half of my salary should not come to me. And here, watu wa bank, direct that salary to a children's home to help them buy food or clothes or pay their school fees. In that way, we would have seen a president and his deputy coming out more wise and above everything to show how they see this country and their understanding on the suffering of Kenyans. Simple. Na hiyo ndio mambo Senior Counsel anaambia Ruto na Gachagua. Kwa nini walikimbilia mbio kuja kataa? Yet we are seeing an independent constitution office or a commission doing their work independently. Where is the independence of these officers? There's a question we are asking. So it is PR Ruto is bringing under Gachagua. No wonder SRC went ahead to continue with their work. They don't listen to them. Wanaendelea na kazi yao. So Gachagua, if he understands that we have big problem in this country, wangekuwa wamekaa kikao yao badala ya kuja kwa media kuambia ministers that muende kama mtaki mshahara yenu ati vile inaongezwa, Ruto asisimamisha msiongezwe. Wangekaa kikao if they have wisdom. Waseme now let us lead by example. We know Kenyans that are suffering. Let SRC do their work independently. But when they bring this increment, please, can we agree in one voice that that money, once it comes, we can direct it to the needy, orphans, and hungry Kenyans? We say from today, hii pesa tutakuwa tunafuata, tunaweza amua ikue inaenda kwa those institution or kuna kuna watu ambao wanasaidia wazee, the elders in society. Kuna rescue centers ya wazee pia, the old, wenye hawana chakula, wenye wanagandamizwa na watoto wao, wenye haki zao zimekuwa infringed, wanakuwa rescued into those elders rescue centers. Kwa nini wasidirect hizo pesa zao waseme now sisi hii pesa itaongezwa yote, ita serve as an example, iende kule na watu wengine wa kawaida waongezwe mishahara yao? In that way, Ruto would have come above everything and show leadership position. As long as he came with the noise, then we knew This man is the one now who asked them to do this thing they are doing. And now he's learning that Kenyans are not with him and things are changing. Now he's turning the tune. So he's trying to play clever with Kenyans. That is what Senior Counsel is saying, as simple as that. I don't know your views, but let us be in the comment section for continuation of this conversation. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. May good God bless you and see you in the next video. But again, let me use this opportunity to thank each and everyone who has been watching our videos. We also have membership on this channel. I have seen more people are joining the membership, and I want to generally thank everyone who has joined the membership and encourage more to join if you can. We also encourage those who can super chat us. I've seen some have been super chatting us. I want to thank them also. If you can super chat us, you can do it. It's just a one-time thing. And we have also those who have been supporting our work. I have to recognize them, but they do so through M-Pesa. That number is always in the description box. So I just want to generally thank everyone. Kuna wale wanatusaidia through M-Pesa, kuna wale wanatusaidia through membership ya channel, kuna wale wanatusaidia through super chat, kuna wale wamekuwa kutusaidia through super thanks. I must say thank you so much. Kuna wale pia wanatusaidia through the advice, na kuna wale pia wanatusaidia through sharing or bringing more matters of discussion wanaleta through the WhatsApp number. So I'm here to thank each and everyone. Thank you so much. Let us continue with that spirit. See you in our next video.